on ammo here with more Vagante. We had a run going, I believe. Did have a run going. Load the run. It was a defense run. Yeah, we have a shield because we don't have a sword. We have like this doofy spear-looking thing, and we're healed. And let's just double check our everything going on. Like, what do we have? We have some unidentified potions. Had a not very impressive rod that's been drained. Oh yeah, holy, building up a little bit of holy. And then we don't find a sword, I guess we just do stats or something. We have a horrible glare as well. It's a little hard. I can see the lit areas just fine, or mostly fine. But the darkness, the darkness is very hard for me to see. It's already hard for me to see. I have the gamma turned way up in the capture just to make it a little more visually interesting. We're immune to fall damage. Not be afraid. Oh hey ho, hey ho. We block range damage with our ability to block. I am unsure. I want to be faster. Kind of. No, magic rod. Already have magic rod. On me just squandering our holy shots as you would expect. But you are a mimic. Thank you. That thing I have. You know that thing. Aura. Freezing aura. Thank you, poison. Alright, so far so good. Mace. Longed mace. Flying mace. Where'd he go? Burst! Damage to gold. Fast attack speed 1 to 5. 37. I think I like the... Yeah, no, I don't like the stat downgrade. I think I like the reach of the spear a little bit better. Everyone called a spear, even though it's not technically a spear. It's a spear-headed, not spear. But I'd rather it be. I'm just gonna... Sure, I can't hit you when you're behaving in this manner. Also, we have no lightning. Have we had lightning? Hold up. No, we have not actually had lightning. Does it suck? What happened? Done my lightning. Oh. Like auto-targeting? I'm not sure. I was going to donate it, and I realized I don't think we've had that before. I don't think I've had that spell before. Can I get you? There we go. Fancy this. All those guys got some gloves I would like to look at, but there's our boss down there. There's that guy. Improved archery. That has better stats. I think that's the glove we want to be sticking to. Those are the gloves on it. They're not singular glove. Even though to show a singular glove, I assume it's depicting a pair of gloves. I think that's a safe assumption. I should not keep that counted as landing on me. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so that counted as I'm so mad. I'm so mad. So mad. So bad. That counted as landing on me. I was like, oh, okay, we just got it. We'll get up on this guy. We'll punch him. We can block his attack. I want to kill him quickly because the boss is right here. We'll be fine. And then it landed on me. That counted as landing. Let's do another random run. I'm not sure why there's skins. We just transform. So why there's skins? You're a naked rogue. Have to do stealth? Just because we're like just renewed? You don't need to take any stat right off the bat, I suppose. Gotta do. No, that's gonna be tedious. Do I have to take extra strength? Just to not get killed by the goblins who are destroying me. Mostly due to the bouncing mechanic in this game, which I don't really love. I understand it. There's ways to get around it. Doesn't mean I have to. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Just make it work to your advantage, even. I wish you had maybe some default damage of bouncing, but then even a low amount of default bounce damage might make bouncing too strong. And then you want to be bouncing on things, and you're practically playing Mario, and that's kind of awkward. But still. This is really rough. I have 2 damage per slap. Give me a weapon. That's not a death protection stone. Is ooh, with like death protection would keep me from getting crushed for 999 damage unexpectedly. You know, like happened that one time 2 seconds ago. Wall phasing, I can use wall phasing. I really tried to grab onto that ladder. It didn't work. This is horrible. This is actually quite problematic. The bomb though might be our salvation. Water is not. Right. Alright. Oh, that's not what's supposed to go over there. Well, it did nothing. Turned while throwing it, so I sat through it far away from the enemies, safely at nothing. I get the book. I have a little bit of electricity. Oh yeah, no, just land on me. Oh, I have no need for my HP. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh, don't get grabbed. Okay, this is... Just end me. Just end me. Thank you. Starting as a rogue with nothing is kind of rough. Do we always start with nothing? Because last time we also, I think, started with nothing. Did you always roll into nothing, or... Do you always... Are we just always naked? I feel like we're just always naked. Maybe... Okay, so I think... If you do always start with nothing, then we'll do non-random runs for now. This seems like doing the random run, that's a bit of a more advanced player thing. Alright, we start with nothing as a kind of a weak character. Let's see how we make it work. Versus... Yeah, actually having some expectation of having some starting equipment. I'll keep the rod, even if it's just to smack him with it. Not really a huge fan of using the rods, just so awkward to use. I understand situations like this in which having the attack and the little spell cast animation separate, but also it makes it really awkward to actually cast a spell. Maybe better to have them not separate. Red scroll. Identity. Glad to know we have it. I missed. Beautiful. Marvelous. I throw the boomerang up again. That's cool, even without the archery modifier. You can at least aim certain other range weapons. I don't want to go down there and fight the guy with our little build here. How do I get down there? Do I have to go this way? Over here? Just down there. I thought I was dead. Ow. Stop. Ow. Okay, that was terrible. Dragon fight though, we should be able to handle this dragon fight. See me hit him for no damage? Like what you see? 12 damage, it's not bad. Boomerang that's now fallen out of my reach. Yeah. That's the wrong way. I hate getting caught in mid-air from like one-fourth of a fireball. Taking damage from it. My boomerang, let's see over there somewhere. You can grab it. I don't see my boomerang. Pretty unfortunate considering that's by far my most powerful weapon. Recharge our rod a little bit. And upgrade a stat. That seems kind of weak early on. Just to throw on a random stat point, try to beat the early enemies a little bit faster. Like the least threatening enemies in the game. Alright. Killed them, we got an extra level. Do we have a... We don't get any money. He has a sword. He has 2 swords. Freezing, very magic. +1 speed, +1 speed, +2 luck. Apparently, freezing's worth a lot more than fairy magic. That, or the prices are slightly randomized, possibly. Copy. Another wand. Are we doing like a mage build as a rogue? To be honest, it seems kind of awkward. This thing. I didn't think. This one does always. What? Excuse me. Preferred Spanish charges to battle toxic. I'm not using the charges. I'm not pressing the use button. Apparently, that wand is used without, whether you like it or not. Swings very fast. Does slightly more damage in melee. Stop. The boulders. Get our treasure chest, which is huge for us, because maybe it actually has a weapon. We don't need to. Taking a little bit early damage is annoying, but we can get the fairy. We can get most of this HP back pretty easily. As long as we don't die before we rescue the fairy, we'll be okay. And there is a dagger. Extra knockback, +1 speed, +1 intelligence. -1 dexterity sucks, but there you go. It's a dagger. Also, consider taking some stealth sooner or later. I did find stealth to be very useful, even super reliable. Get a little bit of HP back from the campfire. Gotta find the fairy. Oh yeah, I actually have 2 levels. Thrown daggers earn their owner. Thrown daggers strike twice. Hold up an attack to throw. It seems awkward. Jump off walls. Jump rolls can be evade. Evade. Acrobatic seems okay, maybe a little hard. Stealth. Then we can get crits out of stealth. Not too interested right now in throwing daggers. This seems awkward. Do not have a bow. Bowling can prevent all damage. We don't need stealth yet. We're so early in the game. The stealth is unlikely to save us. If we're gonna die, it's unlikely because it was a scary enemy that we couldn't hide from. Or a combination of things that would kill us. A combination of other things. A lot of little guys falling into spikes. Not having an adequate means of self-defense. Not finding a light, but guess what? We found a light. Use that to heal up even further. We shouldn't. If we have our fairy, we'll be fine. Not use our light. Shopkeeper, can you like help out? I know you can fight. Like I've fought you before. You're a perfectly adequate fighter. Wish you would. I wish you would commit more to it. In situations other than this guy, this adventurer made me mad. And slap those monsters. How do you even have a business out here? Do the monsters not? Do the monsters buy stuff? I mean, I guess they're all carrying gold. Ow, touch me. Could toss my boomerang at him as well. He's not coming back. Did I hurt his feelings? Okay. Alright, he's mad. Also, there's a thief in here and a chicken, and I got mugged during the boss fight. Sir, please come back here. I need to kill this little kitsune fox. Back here. There you go, he's dead. We got our money back. Quite a bit of damage for it. Didn't get my boomerang back either. And we're still being pursued by our boss. It's actually now below us. Let's get out of the horrible water. Back up and find my boomerang. Possibly just disappeared forever. Or chicken didn't stand a chance. Here it is. Alright, boss, where you at? Don't shoot me. I am very fragile. I'm in big trouble. made a couple of horrible mistakes there in quick succession. You can't. I'm stabbing right under him. How infuriating is that? Oh, we shouldn't have died there though. We did take too much damage that one fight, and then I landed on the poison guy, which we definitely should have. Let's do, because we're already like committed on this episode. Let's just start one more as random. Is random really random? Is there a conspiracy here? We've been rogue 3 times in a row, and we have nothing. So I guess we just have to like try to dodge that arrow, which we actually did successfully. I did not expect. Try to find something, find a weapon again. Hopefully a dagger. We put a point into dagger skill, upgrade the dagger, and start going to stealth. And what basically the plan, same plan as we had last time, just with 90% less dying. Hopefully, at least. Already much better on the taking damage. For no reason, getting destroyed part. Flame Pillar, and we get a spell early on. A more feasible way to defend ourselves than our fists alone. Of course, I have to give myself enough time to actually dodge attacks in between spellcasts. Bouncy, extra speed. Bouncy saves us from fall damage. Snow falling on enemies does damage, but I like it. You guys shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Should I use the flame pillar correctly? Alright, so his friends are dead. His friends are usually kind of the big problems. Get wrecked. Another one right there in a trap. If I can goad the... I guess I just did that. I mean, there might be a weapon in here. There's a weapon in here. I was right. Arcling dagger. -1 speed. Stop giving me this -1 speed nonsense. Looks like from the... take a short break so I can get through there. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Try to jump the wall instead. I just hit the wall. Stopped. Right, we just need enough HP to survive to the ferry. We said that like 18 times. You get the idea by now. The ferry is our savior. Unless she's in one of those awkward spots they can't really reach her. Back. Again, he's dead. Alright, it's a pretty good fight. We got hit once. It happens. Better than that last fight. I am bouncy. I meant to land and jump off, instead I landed and bounced. You start getting used to these modifiers. Enchant. Oh, I enchanted my rod for nothing. Feels good. Really good. I don't want to go explore that last corner. Let's just get out of here. Dagger. Let's get acrobatics again. Let's actually try to use some dodge rolling more often. What do we get for level 2? Jumping off walls, and rolls can be cancelled by jumping. Probably good. Imagine wall jumping being nice. Often struggle to find value in secret areas. There's nothing up here. I killed 2 enemies. So the gold from a couple enemies isn't worth like a ton. I'm not gonna go down there. Although is that another secret area? I don't really want to deal with this clown though. Never mind, I'm dealing with him. There's a secret area up here. Which the walls drop gold? I have not... oh, I must have been seeing something, right? That wall wasn't dropping gold, was it? the mining for gold. That's what it looked like. Ooh, a bow. We can go into some archery now. -2 intelligence. And what do we have? Also have a cursed dagger with a negative trait. Unfortunate, but I'd rather have a bow that makes me stupid than no bow at all. Stab him, skip up. Grab this guy. Where's our boss, by the way? -1 strength. Will you stop giving me bad stat modifiers? I really like some help. I mean, I was already playing kind of poorly. Can't. Ooh, okay. Playing kind of poorly. So if you could give me good stat modifiers to let me play better. I guess that's what the game's saying. It's challenging me extra, force me to become better and make any progress at all. It's just tough love. What's a dragon? We already had... There you go, identity. Potion speed. Beautiful. And magic mapping. Safe here. Like magic mapping. I could have more of it. Never get enough. Look, a portal I don't know how to use. Maybe one day, probably not today. Much more satisfying way of dealing with those guys. Dragon fight. We should be able to handle the dragon. Without too much issue. Don't shoot the shopkeeper. We didn't. Shopkeeper's spared. Everything's fine. Oh. It's actually a really rough arena because there's a bunch of random spikes I don't want to deal with. Three. Not to catch myself on fire while still evading his attacks. Okay, whatever. One hit, one to the thing of fire is not gonna kill us. Oh, the random other falling embers set you on fire. Feels really good. I went too far and hit the spikes. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh no. Went a pixel too far, touched the spikes and died. I knew that arena was gonna be bad. I should just let him upwards. We should just went straight up. Cleared out some space. There's yeah, he could fly up there, and we could drop some arrows on his head, do some damage, finish him off with a dagger. I knew going into that those like 3 random spikes were going to be a bit of a problem. Trying to jump up on that ledge with the boss chest. Maybe got distracted by that little monster trap thing there, and that didn't work out. But next time we're clearly not at the skill level required to do naked runs. We didn't realize that the wildlings. Do a quick experiment. Do a quick experiment. Is the wildling always nude? Or is it just me choosing this wildling skin? Does the skin actually have an effect? What about you with the bunny ears? Or are you just always naked? If you're always naked, then you're always naked. Well, it's hard to tell with the wildling, but I think you're just always naked. So we clearly do not have the skills for that yet. So we'll be doing. Let's try what? We're on magic. We have that really nice enchanter. Let's do another enchanter run. We haven't had. Magic hasn't had enough. We actually killed some dudes from beyond. Like wow, 3 enemies. All right, awesome. We haven't given magic enough of a chance. I might try a regular mage or another enchanter guy. That was fun for the time, and I think it could work. I think we can make it work. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe for more fun tutorials. I'll see you next time.